All right, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, pretty cool video in my opinion, because we're gonna be doing film review. Now, for a lot of people, they're asking themselves, how are the Pacers doing what they're doing to the Cavs, even if the Cavs are going through those injuries? How are the Pacers so good? How good will they be? What are they like when they're at their best? This video, we're just gonna be doing film review when they're at their best, and we're gonna be talking about what's working for them and what they're able to do on the offensive end and the pace that they play at. You know, they're one of the fastest teams in the NBA. They just go up and down the court. They got a lot of young, fresh legs on their team as well. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. This is Pacers basketball at its best. Are they going to do this every game on a 19-2 run? No, but it's not just the 19-2 run itself that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the plays that they're making individually per possession that really just allow them to be who they are. And in this straight example, you know, they had that run, but for those of you, again, that are confused as to why they're so good, this whole video is just to highlight that. And if they do indeed beat the Cavs 4-1 or 4-2 or even 4-3, and they play the Knicks or the Celtics, you guys are going to want to know what they do. So let's get straight into it. Now, I want you to pay attention closely on what the Cavs are doing. They are fronting every single player. Max Strus is on Tyrese, Evan Mobley's heavily on Siakam, Jared Allen's heavily on Miles Turner, Darius is on, Nesmith, and Donovan Mitchell is going to be on Andrew Nembhard, but they're not giving up any of that three-point space that they need to really get the ball off. So let's let the play go on. What do we got Tyrese doing? He's kind of getting all the attention, right? Donovan Mitchell's like, I don't want him to get the ball. Andrew Nembhard's going to be the one that's creating here. Moving to the left off of the screen, attacking, get the ball back to Miles back to Nembhard, and they're just playing, you know, two-man. So how does this happen, right? How did we get to where Miles Turner was against Donovan Mitchell? That was all fast. Slow things down. Miles Turner right here is just going to kind of like a handoff and then cut in between Allen and Donovan Mitchell, the space in between, to force a switch. So let's watch it again. Kind of like a handoff, not really, but he's basically getting in between these guys. Allen, of course, because he's the switch, has to take Nembhard, which creates a huge size mismatch. And at this point, Miles is just entirely sealing off Donovan Mitchell. All Andrew Nembhard's got to do is make a good pass, good seal, good finish. I mean, damn. Okay, Tyrese Halliburton right here. Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell. What do you see going on? This is a 3-2 zone by the Cavaliers. Pretty easy to spot because we got three guys up here when the other offensive player, Aaron Nesmith, is way over here, right? So it looks like a pretty straightforward 3-2 zone. All right. If you're the Pacers, how do you beat this 3-2 zone? We got Pascal Siakam setting a screen to Darius Garland right here, probably indicating that Tyrese is going to go across. Max Strus is going to have to come up. But no, did not go across, did not get that pass over. Pascal Siakam flares out. Darius Garland kind of has to bite a little bit, and Max Strus has to go up a little bit. Just enough time for Nembhard to get it to Tyrese. Okay, how do we beat this 3-2? Back to Nembhard. Nembhard saying, hey, another screen on the middle guy. Nembhard's like, okay. They kind of got us stumped a bit, right? There's 7 seconds on the shot clock. This is a good 3-2 defensive possession from the Cavs. I mean, look at this. This is pretty textbook of exactly what you want. Now you're forcing an errant shot, but a bucket. We watch that and we think, okay, that's a good defensive possession. How is this a Pacers highlight? It's a highlight in that even when things don't go right, even when the defense has a really strong possession, they have the depth in the roster to have guys to take those kind of shots that isn't the superstar player. That's the kind of luxury you have when you have 5 players who are all shooters, where even when something goes wrong, which is often in the playoffs, something will go wrong. Something has to go wrong. You have someone other than your best player and other player who can do this. And to be honest with you, all 5 guys can do this. So this is a quick spurt of ball movement here, but let's just check it out again. Get it to Nesmith. Nesmith gets it, goes. Gets it to Turner. It's just simple 2 passes, right? Easy bucket. Okay, this is one of those straightforward plays. Not a whole lot happening here. You got Evan Mobley on Tyrese to limit what Tyrese can do, but gets it back to Nembhard, and this is just straightforward. I mean, Miles Turner's whole job, I'm going to go back again just to describe what Miles Turner's doing. But look at Miles Turner right here. They're in a 3-2 again, by the way. Miles Turner is literally just trying to screen Mobley just to give Tyrese enough space. Boom. Okay, check this out. Pascal Siakam gets a quick rebound, outlet to Tyrese. Tyrese is like, okay, let's go. Getting the screen from Nesmith right here. Not a perfect screen. Honestly, more so just a cutoff man. Just trying to create some disparity between the 2 players. And Tyrese is just going to have to cook here, right? He's just going to have to find a guy. They're playing fast. They're moving. A lot of dribbling early, but like I said, they're moving. Now Miles Turner going to have to cook here. ISO, back out to Nesmith. Nesmith driving in, kicking it back out. Oh, look, Darius Garland shows. And you got a guy who's just able to step back and boom. That's what they're capable of doing. It is just, okay, keep an eye on me. Keep an eye on me. Oh, now keep an eye on them. The Cavs are playing solid D. It's just everyone on this team can shoot. Everyone. This is one of those highlights again where you're talking about, I don't see anything special. It's not what you're seeing at face value. It's, you have to understand, most teams don't have 5 guys that they can look at and say, I trust that guy with the ball in his hand. I mean, think about it. What center other than Wembanyama do you typically see doing that? I mean, Cat occasionally, but when the momentum is going and when this team is going, god damn. Okay, Pascal Siakam, 34 seconds to go. I want you to keep an eye on the time here. 34 seconds to go. Pascal Siakam gets the rebound. Back to Tyrese. Tyrese is going to say, all right, where am I going? Boom. Move with the ball fast. He sees Nesmith over here. Nesmith catches. Nesmith knows, right? Mind you, it's been 5 seconds. He knows his all out of hand. Boom. Just immediately to Miles Turner. Miles Turner from deep, way deep. Boom. 8 seconds. 7 point some seconds. That was it. That's how fast these guys play, right? Now, is it always about, oh, they're going to shoot that shot every time? No, it's the fact that they can move instantly on any given possession. And not only that, keep talking about it. Everyone on this team can shoot. And they're playing a lot more selflessly. Who's got the hot hand? Who's open? Everyone on this team can shoot. And they get hot at the perfect time. Game 4 when they need it. Game 4 when they need it. Immense energy from the crowd. Beautiful basketball because you just trust in your teammates and you're pushing the ball up. And again, 7 seconds, that was done. 7 point something seconds, that was done. I want you guys to keep an eye on something. It's not been Tyrese that's been shooting the ball more often than not, right? I think he has 1 made shot in this run, but you keep it going. 4 seconds to go. You got Nesmith, right? A player that's not talked about just comes across the court and bam. People see the highlights and you see one individual play and you don't think much of it. You just think, oh, that's a nice play. But think about it. Who are the best 2 players on this team? Tyrese and Siakam. Now think about it. Who are the players that showed up for this run? Nesmith, Turner. I mean, damn, dude. This team really just relies on everyone. It's a full hands on deck. So the point I'm trying to make when showing all of that is they have 5 guys who are all willing to just go. And they're willing to go and make the shots that they have to at the right time. It's insane watching this Pacers team when they're fully in rhythm, fully in sync. When you look at other teams, a lot of them are heavily reliant with their best player being an impact on every single possession or most possessions. If you watch the Lakers with Luka, he was just involved in every little thing. And don't get me wrong, Tyrese is a heavy playmaker for this team. But all 5 guys are heavily involved during different spots of the game. And that is Pacers basketball. The pace at which they play, the selflessness at which they run at and just go and pass the ball and shoot the ball at different times. It's a style of basketball that is unorthodox compared to other teams because, again, everyone can eat kind of mentality. Pretty crazy. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the Pacers? Are you a believer in them? Do you think they're going to be doing something in the playoffs? They do beat the Cavs, which look like it's going to happen. I mean, they're up 3-1. I can't imagine that they don't at least make a fun series out of the Celtics, or they might even be able to beat the Knicks if the Knicks come up. So it's going to be fun, interesting. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe. It goes a long way to helping the channel. This is Always Been Different. Always Been Different. And we out.